Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video for all of the Forge World and Games Workshop products for Saturday the 29th of September. This is the last Saturday in September. Next weekend we will be into October. First of all, as always, I want to say a huge thank you to all of my subscribers, viewers, Patreons. It means so much to me, all of your support. It keeps me motivated to do these videos every week. Yesterday I hit the milestone of 25,000 subscribers. I was going to do a giveaway at 20,000, so I've decided to do it at 25,000. Details of this giveaway will be announced in the next few weeks, so stay tuned to the channel. You have to be a subscriber to win this awesome model, and it's my way of saying thank you for supporting the channel. So thank you very much. Let's go on over to the Warhammer community website straight away. So from last weekend, they had their Kill Team Weekender. I talked a little bit about that. They've got a new to pre-order Blood of Ajax. Also last weekend there was the Night Vault to pre-order. And then on the Sunday, usually Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, Games Workshop put something new on the community website in terms of what the next week's pre-order may be, and they put this up here, which is Wake the Dead, which is the next the war for Vigilus basically. And so this is Wake the Dead set. I have pre-ordered it, so stay tuned to the channel and you'll see an unboxing next weekend on the Saturday. Pretty much quite straightforward. It's got some Reavers, some Intercessors, Inceptors. Then you've got some Wraithguard and some Guardians and a Wave Serpent, and then a new Spirit Seer. I like the funky little Spirit Seer before anyway, and a new Lieutenant. Now, it does look a lot like the Blood Angels one, but with his sword swapped around. But we'll pop open the pack and we'll have a look at that. Let's go back to the community website. They outline what's in the box, and we'll be looking at that today because that's up for pre-order today. You've got Spirit Seer, Guardians, Wraithguard, Wave Serpent, and then Lieutenant, Intercessors, Reavers, Inceptors. There you go. And then the new models. But I'm pretty sure that those two models will be out at some point by themselves. I don't think it's a case of the Forgebane set with the Necron character. I don't think these are going to be exclusive to the set for that long, put it that way. So you could save yourself probably £40–50 or so and stave off of this set if you don't need all of those other models, and then just get the individual models when they're released separately. Also, there was a preview for the new Necron construct, which I think has been given a name now, and they've fully completed it. Oh yeah, Kria the Huntress, I'll call her Kria. She was up for pre-order yesterday, and we'll have a closer look at her on the Forge World website in a moment. But also, they had a bit of a feature of they've called it the Seraptech Heavy Construct. Big fan of this. Would like to add it to my small Necron army, Necron force. It's got a couple of these weapons called the Singularity Generators. When I looked at it in person at the event a couple of months ago, it had different weapons, so they're interchangeable. You could probably magnetize them. Looks pretty beasty, and yeah, the rules look pretty good too. So that was the Seraptech Heavy Construct. They've got Tactica about Necrons, Warhammer Adventures, tips for Underworlds, win the Black Library. You can literally win all of the Black Library, which of course Araman would be, would love to win. Let's face it. And you can win it by sending an email and put your information. So basically, they want your email address, your full name, your contact telephone number, and your full address. Whether they're going to sell it to other companies, I'm not sure, but that's what they're asking for you. Basically, your personal information, who you are, where you live, and then you could win all of the books and the CDs and things like that, which is pretty good. Wake the Dead new models, so a little showcase with the Lieutenant and the Spirit Seer, and little comparison with the previous model. I really like that little Spirit Seer. I've got him, and I think I put him a little unboxing and review not that long ago. And then the Primaris Lieutenant, quite straightforward, not many pieces, but customizable in the sense that you can swap the arms about, which you can't do with a lot of the Primaris Marines. So bear that in mind. That's a good point to make. Middle Earth, you've got strategy for Duncan's Knights of Dol Amroth, Tactica for Tau, Wake the Dead Law, and then a little feature about Kria and White Dwarf. You're now getting previews for White Dwarf. So this is an Orktober preview. You've got a big article here about Night Vault, so no doubt there'll be a huge section there. You've got a 4-part Kill Team Battle Report, and then Grot's Takeover. So you've got some Grot army. Maybe it's preparing you for Orktober, and then Titan Legions, a look at, you know, normal sized Titans as opposed to Titanicus. Anyway, so that's everything pretty much on the community website, except for this 500th store opens tomorrow, which sounds pretty good. So they've got a 500th store in Hong Kong. They're doing a sign there, and so on and so on, and there you go. And you get a free commemorative wallpaper. So yeah, that's okay. 20th of October, 500. They're showcasing their strategy for world domination in the miniature field. Anyway, that's enough for the community website. Let's go on over to Forge World's website and see what's up for pre-order. So as I said before, Kria the Huntress is up for pre-order. Lovely looking model. There's only 2 pre-orders. I say 2 pre-orders, it's just the Huntress and a pack of the Escher gang from Necromunda. Look, there's the Escher gang, and you just get her with it. Costs the same as if you bought them 2 packs separately. Kria's £18, the set is 25. Yeah, do the math, it's 43. So Kria herself, lovely looking model. I love the paint job on her. I really do like the red, the purple, the blue, you know, the grey feathers. Fantastic looking model. Look at the attention to detail with her las gun or las rifle, and looks like an auto pistol kind of weapon. Yeah, really big fan of this model. Stands out. Perfect. I want to get all of the other Necromunda models. I like Belladonna and the others. I'll try and get them at some point, but I'm not going to pre-order Kria at the moment. But yeah, that's the main pre-order for Forge World. Go to Games Workshop, and they've already got a moving rolling picture movie kind of thing of Wake the Dead box set. So this is their I want to say 3rd battle box set that they've done. I want to say Forgebane was the first, if I'm allowed to say that, and then Tooth and Claw was the second, and then Wake the Dead is the third. I mean, I wouldn't classify the Kill Team set or the Rogue Trader sets as kind of battle box sets, although the Rogue Trader one didn't include the big rule book that you get in for Kill Team. So yeah, one could say that this is the third one. It's a way of introducing new single miniatures like the Lieutenant and the Spirit Seer, but with a load of other say older models as well. The Forgebane set had just one new model, and that was the new Necron model. Everything else in there was older. You got the small knights, so they were new, weren't they? So that's kind of like the first box set. Then you had Tooth and Claw, where actually you had new aberrants and a is it an abhorrent? What's it called? Abominant. Yeah. So the aberrants and the abhorrent were new, but the Gene Stealers and the Metamorphs were old, and the Acolyte was old. But with Space Wolves, the Battle Leader was new, but the Aggressors, the Intercessors, and the Redemptor Dreadnought, they were all, I say old, they're only like a year old or so. And now, of course, we've got this new set, Wake the Dead, where technically there are less new miniatures in it than Tooth and Claw, technically, but still one could say the same as Forgebane. Anyway, let's have a look at the pre-orders for Games Workshop. So it says there's 33 apparently, but I can already see some Night Vault ones that were there from last week. So if we go to high to low, and then we have a look at these. So straight away, you've got Night Vault new release collection that was available last week. This is the Wake the Dead set. We'll have a look at that right now. I've covered that like twice already so far, but yeah, you get the Spirit Seer and the Lieutenant, you get a load of Guardians and a weapon support platform, a Wave Serpent. The Wraithguard set is a fantastic kit anyway. I think you've got about 4 or 5 options of kitting them out, with the Wraith Cannons, the D Cannons, the blades, the axes, and the little shields as well. So it's a very, very flexible kit. Wave Serpent is still a pretty good kit. The Guardians, you know, are a bit of a letdown, but the Spirit Seer is brilliant. The Primaris Space Marines, they're okay, but they do lack a bit of posability from the older Space Marine kits, and definitely the Inceptors do too. You're very limited in your poses, but I do like the look of the Lieutenant. There's the little Spirit Seer. Yep, so there he is. Lovely model, lots of detail on there. If you're an Eldar player, I love how they've done the lighting on the 2 parts of his mask or his helmet to illustrate the kind of bouncing of the light on there. Very well done, obviously Heavy Metal Team and that. So yeah, that's the Wake the Dead set, £90. Doing the math, it does save you a fair bit of money. In the review, I will describe how much it saves you, but just the Primaris models alone, the Inceptors are £30. The Reavers, although you can't buy them in a set of 5, you can get them in a set of 10. They're, I think, £34, so that's £17 each, so that's 34, that's £64, and the Wave Serpent is 28. So that's already £92 for the Primaris models and the Wave Serpent, not including the Wraithguard, the Guardians, and the 2 unique characters, which, let's face it, will be £18 or £20 each, won't they? So there you go. It does save you money from getting the models separately. If you have got the models already, it might be worth just waiting for these 2 miniatures to come out individually. But if you like the models and you've only got like 5 Wraithguard already, and you haven't got a Wave Serpent, yeah, I'd probably say it's worth jumping in. Also, there's always the option of splitting this set with a friend. It doesn't have any scenery, doesn't have any unique special rules. Yes, it's got the missions and things to play, but this is another one of those sets where you can, if your mate collects Space Marines and you collect Eldar, you can just split the set down in the middle, and £45 for that many Primaris, or £45 for that many Eldar is still a good deal. Wake the Dead, I'm not sure about the name. I think it would have been better if it had Necrons and Iandan in there, but they already had the Necron set with Forgebane. Anyway, enough about that. Let's have a look at everything else. So other things to pre-order then. Killzone Wall of Martyrs Environment Expansion, £50. That actually looks like quite a good deal, because you get a bunker, you get a couple of trenches and some walls, and you get, I think that must be a reversible mat. Let's have a look. It's got to be right. Yeah, look at that. Reversible, so cityscape or like a moon crater, and that is brilliant. That's all you need. Get one of them, start playing straight away for 50. Then you've got Exalted Scythe collection, so you've got the 5 Necrons and some scenery with the Tau. You got some scenery. Would have been nice if they actually had the Tau scenery in there, but there you go. Blood of Ajax Special Edition pre-order. I don't know why that's on pre-order, because I'm sure it was pre-order last week. But yeah, it just says you can ship within 24 hours, but there we go. Let's have a look. So yeah, so you've just got the Kill Team set itself with the rules, the cards, the models and the scenery. but these ones, which are like £8 more, they come with the dice, it looks like. Inferno, so classic Inferno collection for £25. Looks like you get 5 issues there, unless they're hiding some in the back. You can pre-order the Blood of Ajax, so there you go, even though I think that's out already. Yes, it is. You can pre-order Inferno Volume 1, so they're bringing these new paperback books out. Legacy of Dawn, Imperator, I think that is out as well. No, it's not. Wow, that actually comes out next week on the 6th of October. Definitely interested in getting that one. Brilliant Titan book, I will assume. Really like the Necron dice, they couldn't have done any better with that. Very metallic looking with the green as well, and so on. And yeah, just to remind you all that White Dwarf Orktober will be out next weekend. Hopefully I'll get mine in the next few days, and of course I'll do my usual first look at the issue, even though it's going to be Orktober next month, and orcs are definitely going to come out, speed freaks and things like that, so save your pennies up. This is why Wake the Dead is a bit, yeah, I took a gamble with that. That is £90 worth of orcs that I could have got. So we'll see how it plans out, but definitely going to be loads of orcs released next month. It's just a shame that White Dwarf, I've got a feeling that there's not going to be that much orc content in October's White Dwarf, a bit like what they did with Adeptus Titanicus. Unfortunately, they didn't really cover it before it came out, and the Imperial Knights actually too. So that is all of the news and the pre-orders for this week, for the last weekend of September. What do you guys think? What do you think of this new set in particular? I've read a few comments on various websites, and people aren't really a big fan of it. It's, you know, Eldar and Space Marines, quite boring. But look at what we've had before. We've had Forgebane, that was a great kit with the Necrons and the Mechanicus. Introduced those two armatures in there. We've had the Tooth and Claw, which introduced the new Aberrant models for Gene Stealers, which I can't, you know, I'd love some more models for Gene Stealer Cult as well. And then we've got this one, which is a bit lukewarm in my opinion, because you're only getting the 2 new characters, but this isn't the first time that they've done something like that. So there you go. Put all your comments below as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.